every major lie throughout history that actually had legs, that actually stuck around for a while, had to have a certain element of truth in it. One of the biggest, if not the biggest lie in history is the whole concept of Christianity. Christianity, anyone that actually investigates it, doesn't need to have an IQ of 300 to realize it's fake man-made religion. I'm not saying this because I'm Jewish. I'm saying it because I investigated it. And anyone that investigated it themselves, investigated the sources of where it came from, what it actually said, what actually happened, who's against who, compared their own documents against themselves, easily arrives at the same conclusion. But how is it that over 2 billion people are practicing Christianity without a second thought? Whether they're Catholics or one of the many denominations of Christianity, how is it possible that so many are following this giant lie where they say that some fool died 2,000 years ago and somehow that makes him God? In reality, if you look at the historical documents, we know that the only source, the only document that actually spoke of him, if it's the same person, bichlal, at the time he was even alive, was the Torah, was the Gemara. The oral Torah. Other than that, no other document ever discussed Jesus. No newspaper discussed him, no journalist discussed him, no book ever talked about him, nothing. Now, if somebody thinks somebody's a Mashiach or a God or anything, even if he's just a popular baseball player, somebody writes about him. A little kid draws him or something. In kindergarten, they make something. Nothing. No document was ever written about him for 300 years after he died. Meaning that all of the people that wrote the document never knew him. He was dead already. But yet, billions of people came and left this world believing that this is true. Reason? The foundation is true. The foundation of Christianity is true. What's the foundation? Foundation is it comes from the Torah. They say that the New Testament is 2 books. It's the Old Testament, aka Torah, with an addition. So yes, we all know that the Torah is true. They say it's also true. They just say there's an addition. We say there wasn't an addition. Torah was written once, that's it, the end. So the fact that the larger part of the New Testament, meaning the Torah has about 304,800 letters, in comparison to the New Testament of approximately 100,000. So you see that out of 400,000, 75% is true. Who's going to check the other 25%? Who's going to check even after you see the first parasha is true? You see that Hashem created the world. You don't need to be a genius to believe that. Muslims, Jews, Christians all believe that God created the world. So everybody agrees. Therefore, see, we all have the same thing. So no one is going to care enough to investigate unless they really want to know, unless they really want to connect to the real God, and not just to connect to some culture or some type of belief system that allows them to continue behaving the way they are without changing. They don't want to change. They don't want a belief system that helps them change. They want something that confirms their existing behavior.